Welcome to the Carvinian Libertarian
Wait.
presidential primary debate
Fella, are you recording?
with our candidates over here, Mr. Preston Jedius, and on this side,
Battery critical.
Rune, or James Moonwalker Theorin. Our first question will be on the economy. Most of these will be on the economy. Number one, the economy is currently in a severe depression, and as a libertarian candidate, what immediate actions, if any, should the federal government take to stimulate recovery, or should it allow the market to correct itself naturally?
More jobs.
Jedi,
What did you say? You said mine.
I just asked the question.
Okay. No, I heard the question. I just didn't hear if you said me fully because I think your mic cut out for a second.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the free market fix itself, but we will slightly, reasonably raise taxes on the upper class for relief efforts and the upper classes, and slightly raise taxes. I mean, lower taxes on the lower classes, reasonably, of course.
I see. Is that it, Mr. Jedius?
Yes.
Alrighty. James, you may go with your answer.
I would like to say we should start with more jobs and basically just having more people work, forcing people into those who basically prisoners. Prisoners must do manual labor and make money for the government. That's it.
Well, thank you, Mr. James. Anything to say to each other on that? On each other's responses?
I have a question. So, Runes, do you mean we're going to make people, or are we gonna make prisoners do it, or are we gonna make people in the prisoners to do work?
No, we're gonna make the prisoners, the already prisoners, work.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Alrighty, thank you. Question 2 will be on unemployment. It is at a natural high. Would you support temporary reducements or eliminating income and corporate taxes to spur growth, even if it significantly reduces short-term deficits? Mr. James, you may go.
For the unemployment, I would love to get easier jobs, help people learn those jobs, get more trainers on said jobs. Basically, encourage the youth to work. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Jedius?
I agree. We should encourage unemployed people to work. We should encourage them. We should make it seem cool and patriotic to get a job.
Beautiful. Thank you. 3. Carvenia is facing an illegal immigration crisis. Should border enforcement be strengthened through increased funding and physical barriers? Or should immigration restrictions be loosened in line with free movement principles? Mr. Jedius, you may go.
I think we already do have I think we should, in fact, make our border stronger because clearly what we currently have isn't working. We have um, terrorist attacks due to illegal migration, and we need to make sure that the people in our country they can come here, but they're going to come here legally.
Thank you,
That
sir.
is all.
Mr. James,
We should first search those who cross our borders from the outside. We should arrest those who are doing critical damage, and we should, if needed, shoot any criminals or terrorists on sight if they try to do mass harm. That is all.
thank you. Anything to say to each other on that? I'm going to take
Jedediah,
that. I'm going to take that as a no. Many citizens blame government regulation for the economic collapse. Which specific regulations would you repeal first, and how quickly would you act? Mr. James, you may go.
uh, I would, I would lessen the strictness of schools and quite frankly, I don't know what the question is about. That's incompetent on my part. Jedediah has the
Mr. Jedi, Mr. Jedius.
What I would do, I don't, there, off the top of my head, there is no current regulations that I would repeal immediately or major ones that I can think of off the top of my head. But I would try to, certainly I would try to lessen future incoming regulations, such as the healthcare bill, burn care that the Bull Moose candidate, Feel the Burn, introduced that I feel like would bring a lot of extra spending that we certainly can't really afford in this current depression.
Thank you, sir. Do you have anything to say to each other on those matters?
I do think that it is bad that we have another candidate that does not know any of the current restrictions that he would want to repeal.
I do concur. That was incompetent on my part.
Alrighty. Thank you. Some economists argue that a central bank intervention is necessary during this depression. Do you support maintaining Carvinia's central bank authority, auditing it, limiting it, or abolishing it entirely? Mr. Jedius, you may go.
I would not put a central bank in charge of the economy because I feel like a lot of the times authoritarian governments like to take control when there's a crisis such as the depression we're currently in. I think a lot of the time they take advantage of that crisis to say, oh, we need these extra restrictions or this extra interference, and becomes out of control.
Thank you. Mr. James.
I completely agree with Jedediah's statement. Although I did think we should make some more restrictions, I now see that Jedi's option is better.
Thank you.
So you believe in Jedi?
I think that Jedediah is right on this question, and quite frankly, every question before this.
Thank you. All right. Welfare spending has increased sharply during this depression. Should social safety net programs be reduced to balance the budget, privatized, or maintained until recovery occurs? Mr. James, you may go.
I think we should encourage people to just help each other out. I think we should not restrict, rather encourage them to. I think we should not spend this much on welfare. Rather, spend on safety.
I see. Thank you. Mr. Jedius,
Can you please repeat the question?
it would be my honor. Welfare spending has increased sharply during this depression. Should social safety net programs be reduced to balance the budget, privatized, or maintained until recovery occurs?
I believe we should try to find a middle ground where it doesn't have too much interference, but it also is helping people enough and not killing the deficit.
All right. No rebuttals? No questions, comments, concerns towards one another? I'll take that as a no. Thank you. Number 7. Regarding illegal immigration, do you believe businesses that knowingly hire undocumented immigrants should face penalties, or should labor markets remain fully deregulated? Mr. Jedius, you may go.
Absolutely. I think if while we do not need regulation in the markets, what we do need is to uphold our laws, and whether it's a normal civilian or a business person that is breaking our laws by allowing people who they know are illegal to work in their area, in their business. Whether it's a civilian or a company, they need to follow the laws and they should be punished.
Thank you, sir. Mr. James?
I think we should only penalize those who actively are trying to help out the illegal. If they actively did not know what their employee was and their employee being illegal, they shall not be penalized. That's it.
Well, I said knowingly hiring undocumented immigrants. So, in the event that they did that, would you punish them?
I would absolutely.
Thank you, sir. All right. Government debt has surged. Would you prioritize immediate balanced budgets through spending cuts or allow temporary deficits to avoid deepening the depression? Mr. James, you may go.
I would cut spending as security must be maintained. We cannot go throwing around money like it's nothing. We have to think about our money like a, a regular person. We cannot go spending it on random stuff. We have to maintain control under the currency situation. That is all.
I see. Mr. Jedius?
May you please repeat the question?
Yes, sir, I can. Government debt has surged. Would you prioritize immediate balanced budgets through spending cuts or allow temporary deficits to avoid deepening the depression?
I think I would n- I would not cut the spending on the depression, but I would cut the depression, not the depression, the spending on other things to help the deficit. Recently, Carvade, a bill passed, and it passed the Senate, and it would spend $150 billion on foreign aid. I believe that we could cut that to maybe around 100 billion or 50 billion if I were to become president.
I see. Anything to say to this, Mr. James?
No, I don't.
All
Though I
right.
would say he is completely correct. He knows better than me, and I would like him to be president.
You would like Jedius to be president?
Yes. He seems like a fitting choice.
I see. Do we need to cut this debate early then? I'm just kidding. We will continue with the next two questions. Trade policy is under scrutiny. Should Carvinia adopt full free trade even during economic hardship or impose temporary protective tariffs to defend domestic industries? Mr. Jedius, you may go.
I believe in free trade. Our nation was founded on the ideas of freedom against government interference in our wonderful economy. So I believe that we should maintain free trade no matter what the situation is.
I see. All right, Mr. James?
I concur with Jedediah.
Jedediah.
Though
All
I
right.
would like to mention we should. Never mind.
All right. We should never mind. Thank you.
Wait, could I add something to my first part?
Yes.
I also believe that the Carvinian people are smart enough to regulate businesses themselves by shopping at competitors who may have lower prices, and they can regulate businesses themselves. They're smart enough and strong enough to do so.
I see. Anything to say to each other? I'll take that as a maybe. All right. Question 10. Libertarianism often emphasizes individual liberty over state control. In this time of national crisis, where, if anywhere, do you believe government authority should temporarily expand. Mr. James, you may go.
I think we should expand our authority over most places that have, or most states that have the most rebels, people who are feeding lies into the people's minds. Those places. Well, we should loosen our authority over states that have more liberty. That is all.
Thank you, Mr. P. Jedius the Ninth.
I believe that that we should actually only spend extra money on the border. Because let's remember why we're in this depression. It's because major terrorist attacks due to a not strong enough border came in and did attacks and they hurt the economy. So it's like trying to drain a bathtub, but you're not shutting off the water first. The cause of this depression is the terrorists that did these attacks that hurt the economy. So that's just like we need to like stop the root of the problem before we can handle the economy.
I see. Thank you. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Well, anything to say to each other on that before we get into our closing statements?
I believe Ruins did a tremendous job at debating, and he's a good opponent.
I concur with you, Jedi. I do think you were, as well, a great opponent.
Thank you, my good
All right.
sir.
You guys will now each have a closing statement based on a coin flip. Mr. James will be going first.
My closing statement is I hope the best for Jedi
All right,
and
Mr.
Carvey.
P. Jedius the Ninth.
Although I am running this campaign, I do believe that I should not even tell the Carvinian people to vote for me because they should follow what's in their heart, who they think is the better candidate, whether that's me or Runes or one of the other candidates that could not attend tonight.
I see. Is that all, candidates?
Yes.
Yes.
For all in attendance, thank you for attending the 2016 Libertarian Presidential Primary Debate. I am your host, Tabs, with your candidates, Mr. James and P. Jedius the Ninth. Have a great night, everybody.